Welcome to I Learned a Thing in the Bathroom from Dollar Shave Club, where we explain something very complicated in mere minutes to occupy your brain while you shave. In this edition, we'll be discussing the words we really need in the English language, as explained by someone who sounds smart because he's British.
It's a common belief that English has a larger vocabulary than any other language, a belief which simply isn't true, at least not in any meaningful way. Writing in The Economist, author Lane Greene argues that some languages are so different that simple size comparisons are impossible. One thing we know for sure, however, is that not every language has words for the same things, and English is definitely missing some great ones.
This is nonsense. Baloney, hooey, poppycock, complete and total bullshit. We have all the words. What could we possibly be missing?
Well, how about a word for when you put on weight from overeating in times of emotional distress? The Germans have a word for that, Kummerspeck. And the really amazing thing about this word is that it literally translates to grief bacon.
I have eaten so much grief bacon.
We all have. Now, before we go on, I'm going to apologize for the fact that I can't correctly pronounce any of the words we're going to be discussing. This whole show, in fact, is causing me to experience yokomeshi, a Japanese word that refers to the stress caused by trying to speak a foreign language. It translates literally to a meal eaten sideways, which is a pretty good description of just how badly I'm going to mangle some of these.
Is there a word for just pointlessly babbling on and on like an idiot? You.
There is. The Scottish word havering means exactly that. It's something you might do when you're nervous, say when you find yourself experiencing tartle. Another Scottish word that describes that moment of panic when you go to introduce someone and realise you can't remember their name.
Sometimes you're so smug that I just want to punch you.
In that case, you might want to describe me as having Backpfeifengesicht, a German word which means a face badly in need of a fist. No doubt if you did say that, I wouldn't think of a witty retort until after you'd left. And there's a word for that too. The French term l'esprit de l'escalier. The direct translation is staircase wit. In other words, only thinking of a snappy comeback when you're halfway down the stairs on your way out.
Why don't we have any of these words?
It's just a quirk of how language evolves. Sadly, it leads to us missing so many brilliant words like politikerleden, the Danish word for being disgusted by politicians, or the incredible sitzpinkler, the German word for a man who sits down to pee. We're also missing the fun Portuguese word desenrascanço, which describes improvising a quick but workable last-minute fix for something.
We already have a word for that. It's called MacGyvering.
For once, I can't even argue with you. Believe it or not, the word MacGyvering was actually added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2015.
Yeah! USA! USA!
Tune in next time for more I Learned a Thing in the Bathroom. And in the meantime, head to dollarshaveclub.com for more podcasts and a big old pile of grooming products.